tell you about the PCAOB's Expanded Auditors Report. Now, for decades, about 70 years in fact, the primary purpose of the audit report and the auditor was to gain the answer to a question. Was the financial statement done in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles? Pass, fail, yes, no. Now, let's fast forward to around 2008, around the time of the financial crisis, and people started wondering, what else can the auditors actually tell us, right? Clearly, the auditor knows the company more and better than the vast majority of people actually would. They've gotten into there, they've looked at the guts of the actual company, And so they were wondering, what else can we learn about what happened, what they found out during the audit process that might be useful to us as investors? This eventually turned into what is now the PCAOB's Expanded Auditors Report, which was formally approved this past June. Even though there's a lot of different changes, the principal one is the inclusion of what's called critical audit matters. Now, the traditional pass-fail model of the audit report has been retained, but in addition to that, these critical audit matters will be listed in the audit report, and they basically go over things that were particularly difficult, particularly complex, things that needed more subjective auditor judgment than normal, and which would have had to have been discussed with the audit committee. Now, a lot of supporters say that this will lead to increased transparency, higher audit quality, and more information for investors. On the other hand, critics are concerned about increased litigation, increased cost and complexity, and confusion over what an audit is and what an audit is meant to do. Now, in order to go over some of the implications of what this means for the audit profession and the public company arena as a whole, the NYSE CPA is going to be putting on a forum on September 25th in the evening that's going to have really a lot of discussion about what this all means. It's going to have Jeanette Frenzel from the PCAOB. It's going to have Thomas Ray, who's the former chief auditor of the PCAOB. We're going to have Jan Herringer, audit partner at BDO and also NYSE CPA president-elect. Charles Abraham, head of the financial services group over at Mazars USA. And finally, we're going to have Jeff Mahoney, who is a counsel with the Council of Institutional Investors. And it's going to be preceded with a nice little cocktail hour before we get into the meat of things. And personally, I don't know about you, I'm super excited about this. Maybe because I'm going to be the one moderating this panel as well. I don't know, but hopefully I'll be able to see you all there on September 25th.